Hey, here we are. Hello, this is Al here from the Al Show, world famous Al Show. Which, by the way, if you look it up on, do a search on YouTube, you'll come up with Weird Al. And mine isn't up there, so I don't know how to get more recognition. But I've been doing car show videos and not getting much response. I got to keep my camera still, stop shaking so much. So I thought I'd try some do-it-yourself type of videos, build something. So since I recently sold my Hot Rod 40 Ford pickup truck, I decided I need another one. So I got the beginning of one right here. Let me turn this camera around and show you. There we go. That is the Deadwood Stage. It got its name back in 1962 when my brother first bought this thing. And his name's Edward, but he worked in this battery factory where everybody called him Deadwood. And when he got this truck, they called it the Deadwood Stage, and the name kind of stuck. So here it is, I don't know how many years later, 75 or something. I don't know. No, that was D-Day. Anyways, I'm gonna try to rebuild it and make it into a real hot rod. It's got a 40 Ford chassis with a straight axle front end on it, but that's got to go. By the way, the cab I chopped 4 inches after Ed gave it to me. Never finished it. I built a truck. I was going to put this on, and I got to the point where it was almost finished, and this cab was far from finished. So I put on a decent cab that I had laying around, and now it's gone, so time to start over. Anyway, here's the chassis. The rear end's got to go too. That's just an old Ford rear end. I got a 60 Thunderbird rear end I'm going to put in it. But this right here, what you're looking at now, is the whole front suspension from a 1985 Pontiac Fiero. It's got disc brakes, as you can see. It's got independent front suspension with a A-arm instead of a strut rod, and and all that stuff they have on the Mustangs. And it bolts right to the bottom of the frame. There's some brackets that I made up that bolt here, and a couple more angle iron that bolts to this. It welds to the frame. But I saved all the blueprints from when I put the other one together so I can do it again. Now, over here is the nose. I haven't got a standard nose like the 40 Ford pickup is supposed to have, but I do have this deluxe, so I'm going to use that. The only thing is, I don't know about these fenders. They don't really line up too well with the cab because they're for a 1939 Mercury. So if anybody's got some 40 Ford fenders that they want to trade for Mercury fenders, I'd be willing to do a swap. Otherwise, I'm going to have to use these, I guess. What else is here? Well, I got the other side of that brown van is the pickup bed from the Deadwood Stage. So I didn't use that on the other truck either, so I guess it's going to be revived and put back together for this one. Yeah, I'd like to do some work on it and show you people how all this is done, but I've got too much else ahead of me right now. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you my other projects that are waiting. There's some more 40 Ford parts, some fenders, and another piece of a hood. There's some pieces of fenders in there. There's another one over there. But this project has been holding me up because I painted it and thought it was all ready to go, and then I took a closer look at the paint job and decided I'm going to do it again. So I've been sanding that down. Got the first half of it done, but I can't bend over that far. So I'm going to have to put it in on the lift. But I've got this truck in here on the lift. This one I have to get done. See, I got those Cadillac taillights in there. Okay, so this thing here not exactly finished. I've got a new headliner. That's the holdup. I got to put that in first. Then I've got the new seats, door panels, carpets, visors, weather stripping, all kinds of new stuff for it. And I'll have to get to that one of these days. But got new running boards for it. The front fenders, the inner fenders are new. The engine, can't see it too well in the dark, is a 460 out of a Ford Bronco. The engine is a C6 automatic that I had rebuilt, and got new glass, new everything. Well, the tires are used, but I got to get that done. The tailgate, I dropped it and scraped the paint, so I got to repaint the tailgate again. And okay, so then I'll include my clip here of the my old 40 Ford pickup, so you'll know that I really know how to build a truck from scrap parts. And then I'll get back to you.